Hey there! Welcome back to my vlog. Today, we'll be discussing the topic of friends we must avoid. We all have that one friend who drags us down, and it's important to know when it's time to cut ties. So, let's dive in. Firstly, why should we avoid certain friends? Well, toxic friends can have a significant impact on our mental health and even in our physical well-being. They may constantly criticize and belittle us or discourage our aspirations, leaving us feel demotivated and drained. Additionally, they may not respect our boundaries, and their negative attitudes and behaviors can rub off on us over time. So it's essential to surround ourselves with positive and influences and supportive friends who uplift us and encourage us to grow. The energy vampires. These are friends who constantly drain your energy and enthusiasm, leaving you exhausted and unmotivated. They are often negative and complain about everything. To avoid them, set boundaries and limit your interactions with such individuals. The one-uppers. These friends are always trying to outdo or one-up you in everything. They are competitive and often dismissive of others' achievements. Such friends can be exhausting and can cause insecurity. Avoid getting caught into their competition and appreciate your own accomplishments. The fair weather friends. These are friends who only show up when it's convenient for them. They are unreliable and often put their priorities first. To avoid disappointment, choose to invest your time and energy in friends who value your friendship and shows up when you need them. This is the most dangerous one. Friends who are constantly negative. These are friends who always have something negative to say about everything. They bring us down and drag us into their negative mindset. The updated one. These are the friends who always have the latest scoop on everyone's business. They enjoy talking about other and spreading rumors. It's only a matter of time before they start talking about us. Friends who use and manipulate. These are friends who only come around when they need something from us. They use us to get what they want and never seem to be there for us when we need them. Now let me share an example of a friend that I had to avoid. I had a friend who was constantly negative. Every time we hang out, she would complain about something. It didn't matter what we were doing. She always found something to be unhappy about. And I started to realize that I was feeling drained and unhappy. After I spent time with her, I knew that I had to avoid her if I want to maintain a positive and happy mindset. The jealous one. This friend never seems to be happy for you and is always jealous of your accomplishments. They will try to one-up you and belittle your success. I have a buddy who would do everything to look like me. If I change anything about myself, I would immediately see that she was attempting to mimic what I do, what I want, and what I dress. Like even my favorite foods. I myself enjoy spicy meals. For example, I always bring some spicy food when we hang out together. because it's one of my favorites. After that, we spend a lot of time hanging together. We should begin to place an order for hot cuisine. I thought, okay, she likes spicy food too. Myself, I do adore cats. I do have a lot of cats in here. And I know that she doesn't want cats and she does not care about cats. But days go by, I beginning noticing that she's training to love cats. And she copied what I said about how I adore cats and how addicted I am to cats. Finally, she's seeking for a new pet cat because she mentioned love cat, but I know that she does not want cat. And I was like, okay, what a coincidence, never mind. As day goes by, she started to replicate my perfume, my skincare, my nails, my makeup, how I speak, what I watch, and what I share in my Facebook timeline. She would also share it only to affirm that my vibe is her vibe. Even if I film some TikTok transitions lately, honey, she would certainly also film TikTok transitions too. And I was like, oh no. Listen, this type of person is not your friends. She wants to be you. For short, copycat slash wannabe. Exactly. Now, onto the question of how do we avoid these negative friendships. Firstly, do not be afraid to distance yourself. You don't have to ghost them completely, but start saying not to hanging out and don't make much effort to reach out. If they ask, what's wrong? Be honest. But don't engage in an argument if they try to manipulate you in changing your mind. Remember, your mental health is most important. Another way to avoid these kinds of friendships is to be mindful of who you're letting into your life in the first place. When making new friends, look for people who share similar values and have positive vibes. If you start to sense any red flags or negative energy, trust your gut and distance yourself or politely decline any future meetups. Ultimately, it's important to remember that it's okay to let go of people who no longer serve us. We deserve relationships that brings joy and positivity into our lives. And we shouldn't feel guilty or prioritizing our own happiness. So take control of your social circle and surround yourself with friends who lift you up and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. Overall, avoiding unhealthy friends is essential for maintaining our own mental and physical well-being. By taking proactive steps such as setting boundaries, having an open and honest communication, and being selective about who we surround ourselves with, we can ensure that our relationships are healthy and positive. Remember, it is okay to prioritize our own needs and well-being and to distance ourselves from toxic and unhealthy relationships. With a little effort and self-awareness, we can create a supportive and fulfilling social circles that helps us thrive. So that is for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a lot, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.